think to stop how we compete and how we playing together, and our energy, the swagger that we got about us. We sustaining it. We're picking up quality wins against playoff teams, really good teams. So we just got to keep rolling.
Tim, you talked about putting in the extra work to make sure you're ready to go and things like that. But this is kind of to another level. What do you think it is that's allowed you to put together this stretch?
Just the same stuff I said. Just sticking to my routine. I don't think people understand how easy it is. Once the season gets going, you start wearing down and get tired. Traveling, you got personal stuff you got to deal with. It's easy to kind of get sidetracked from your routine and start to take this day and not do every little thing. And I've just made a conscious effort to do those things even when I don't want to do it. Going at nighttime to get a light 25-minute shooting workout, make 100 free throws, do ball handling for 15 minutes. Going back at night. Getting up and getting in a cold tub, even if we don't have shoot around, instead of, putting it off, making sure I do it, making sure I find 2.5 hours to get a massage and get treatment and get stretched and make sure I'm sleeping and, laying down, not on my feet, staying hydrated. Just all of those things really play a part. And, also just the peace of mind, to really actively working on my faith and being true to that and having a clear mind, and also coming into these games and these situations mentally prepared and telling myself like I'm gonna come in and make stuff happen. So I think all of those things, you put it together and you have a chance to do what's happening.
Dame, what you guys have done this week, it just seems like there's a different vibe. You can tell on the court even.
Yeah.
How would you describe
It's a good feeling. I think it's just coming together. I think that's the best way to describe it. We getting healthier. We starting to figure out what works for us. I think Trevor's made a huge difference for our team on both ends. Caleb has come in and made a huge difference. But Gary Trent, is having a hell of a season, and he's been consistent, and he's taking the challenge and showing up and giving us a lot. Nas has been in the gym a lot, getting up a bunch of shots. I see him a lot more, just shooting, doing ball handling. I see him working on those things, and when you do that and take the time, regardless of we losing games and everybody saying, "Oh, the Blazers doing it," talking about us, we've been able to just keep working and keeping our heads down, and I think it's just starting to show. And we've been able to make it come together and keep doing it over and over against good teams.
Dan, you mentioned working on your faith. What's behind that, and how has that helped you?
When Anthony Tolliver came to the team, he wasn't really pushing it, but just seeing how serious he was about it and how he just was constantly offering it out. A Bible study here, CJ, let's go to chapel. And I also wanted to challenge myself coming into the season to make it to every chapel, for every game. And, since I've been doing that, I've been able to, get deeper into, my faith even outside the chapel, and getting back to church and being in that environment, and just being able to address, myself personally and look in the mirror. And I think, when you do that, you're able to have, a lot clearer mind. And I just think that's been a big help for me.
Do you think that it's so crazy that what Hassan is doing is kind of getting overlooked? But have you been able to appreciate what Hassan is doing?
Yeah, of course, everybody's going to look at the crazy numbers and what I'm doing, because that's a story. But you don't win a game scoring 50 points, or we scoring 130 points. He's getting 20 rebounds, covering up for our defensive mistakes. 5, 6, 7 blocks. And not just him, like I said, Gary Trent, you know, even CJ, being really unselfish and seeing that I'm rolling and allowing it to happen, you know, and not trying to force his hand, and then he's just allowing it to happen. Trev, what he's doing defensively and offensively, not showing up on the stat sheet always, but it's effective, you know, and it's impacting our team. So I think maybe outsiders might overlook it, but, you know, we watch film and we talk and we know what's going on, you know, with our team, and we just got to continue to do that.